actually counter what you're doing. So that then they could do like safe lane DP and stuff too. So they have a lot of flexibility.
They can still pick Super's DK.
Yeah, it's true.
DK Death Prophet honestly sounds fine.
Yeah.
They've got plenty of push between the two heroes. Having these tanky survival heroes always seems to look good.
Is this just going to be a Spectre here for FTD?
5 seconds
I
remaining.
was wondering, that was the first thing that came to my mind when I saw the Warlock. I like it more than the Slug, which we've seen with the Warlock quite a bit.
Morphling is the other one, which could be okay, like being able to take over some Spirit Siphon charges or a Burrow
Morphling,
Strike.
he doesn't really like silences though, still. Despite all of his changes, he's not a huge fan. Can itemize around it.
We've seen like the Dragonlance Manta builds,
Yeah.
so that's one thing that he could potentially do if they want to take it.
I really like it versus Sand King too.
Oh,
Battlefield.
So,
Interesting.
last time these teams faced in the group stage, I think picked Shadow Fiend last, Andrew.
They
may just be putting
might
words in your
have.
mouth.
I'm not. I did read it aloud. I was reading, not listening.
I wouldn't mind just seeing a Tusk here. Like, if you push the Sand King to the 3, you take a Tusk, rotate mid, kill SF over and over again.
Oh, it's Bat Rider, baby. If they don't ban it,
Yeah,
this is
Bat Rider's
100%
awesome.
Yeah.
Elastic Bat
They
Rider.
they fifth picked the Shadow Fiend in the group stage against LFY. You
Even
were
if they
right.
banned Bat Rider, Slardar wouldn't be terrible here either as another option.
Ah,
Slardar Sanking sounds like a strong enough lane too.
yeah, definitely get into that.
I think either Bat or Slardar.
10
This is a
seconds.
good lifestealer pick.
Turn to
And
battle.
the Bat ban.
Oh, I guess that's. But I think there'll probably be something. It might just be the Zeus again, honestly. Something like that.
I think they want somebody with a little more lockdown. Somebody to take some of that pressure off the Sand King to start every fight. Bat Rider really felt like the
10
perfect
seconds
choice. Who's the
Oh, Nyx is okay.
who's the
Actually.
runner-up?
LFY's turn to
That's an interesting choice.
Hey, there goes our
Morphling
Morphling.
ban.
Man, we're on, guys. Look at us
Doing it.
go.
We're the resident Chinese qualifier
Yeah,
experts, as
yeah.
it turns out.
It only took like 50 games or something.
I like a Slardar here. That'd be super cool.
I mean, I like
Super.
Slardar as a hero, but I don't know if everyone's down with the Fishman.
I like Slardar as a
10
fish, but I
seconds
don't like him
remaining.
as a
Radiant team
What about
win.
just like the Tide or something too? Is there?
Oh, that's cool.
Pango.
That is a nice like mobile hero too. I really like that.
Infest Pango?
Yeah, time to see some
Sounds pretty
Acceptor
nice.
to get that Rolling Thunder going.
This really feels like just a slightly less Bat
Oh,
Rider.
right. I forgot about that. So if he rolling thunder, you could grab the Pango and
Yeah.
he'll be inside you and stunning people.
You'll be a Lifestealer will be a
Yeah.
moving Rolling Thunder.
That sounds like the play.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa, so if we head the IO,
5 seconds
Man.
you could tether the Lifestealer to give him the infest to then grab the Pango who's ulting, and then you have a tethered Lifestealer running through the fight.
You can
All right.
relocate him into the middle of the fight.
BSJ said that he was going to watch the China qualifiers to get
Wow.
ready for their games because he
Yeah.
wants to see some drafts and everything. He's so welcome right now. Like,
Well,
Oh, man.
He
I
likes
more
playing
could you ask
Lifestealer. You
for?
know? There's some
Yeah.
ideas.
so 2 changes of pace here with the last pick, Troll Warlord now up against the Pango. Does feel like a pretty decent troll game, and it is a support Lesh, it looks like.
Troll SF. Wow, we have come a long way to see these cores suddenly appear.
the Beyond Brewmaster was pretty good in their games, I will say. I thought he played it very well.
I still have to go LFY. I think lockdown, initiation, it just feels very solid, pretty good team fight. Yes, FTD have the Warlock, but here it's a little too greedy. Troll Shadow Fiend,
You're going against your boy.
I could
think,
backfire.
You're going against
I
your
have
boy.
to. I have to. They're not making Lesh look good.
My expert analysis of playing about 6 games of Under Hollow as Pangolier makes me want to cheer for Pangolier because those games have been very fun. So I'm going to go for LFY.
He's a level 6 Pango.
Yeah, he's not perfectly suited for Under Hollow or anything like that. That's
Get a Magnus, boys. All right, have fun.
Okay,
Bye.
good luck.
we're going to see how Inflame does on Pango.
I've never seen it
forward to it.
before, but apparently he's a level 6 Pango.
Yeah, he's seen it before. LFY, though, some other standard picks. Death Prophet on Super, the Lifestealer from Monet, something they've done quite a bit of as well. Definitely eyes on FTD's draft. They're the team down in game, pulling out some new and kind of old stuff. The SF is not the first time picking at this qualifier, but very right-click physical damage-based draft with the SF plus Troll.
I did like the troll pick a lot. I was worried again that it was going to be, I don't know, something that was like, I don't know, longer to come online. I think that this troll means that you can maybe take a quick Roche and sort of put yourself in a good position to end out the game. And honestly, it scales incredibly well with the troll now too.
I like it. Oh, he gets done bottom. He may actually... he should be fine. It's Pango. That's a different offlaner with some stun. It could be a kill, but... End of the world. Depending on the build, I don't want to see any Battle Fury. If he goes Battle Fury, I think this game is very difficult, but the like Mask of Madness, Yasha type BKB build sounds good. Maybe the Shadow Blade in there.
Right.
Battle Fury definitely just too many trolls go this item and they just seem to lose.
I want to see if Pango maybe makes some early rotations to trying to like secure, or maybe it's just King that runs over there, because I feel like SF is definitely capable. It's Monet trading hits right here.
Got the bounty rune, taking a lot of damage though, and because he raged out the stun, he's almost dead
the
there.
body blocks from Yao, saving his buddy.
Can James hit the stun? No.
Not gonna happen.
He may kill Yao instead.
All
Clap
right.
at 3.
That's a lot of damage.
Body blocks back the other way, and with the Orb of Venom, nicely done. Has the salve on both sides. Very good for blood for FTD.
Absolutely. A little glyph there as well, used to try and mess with some of the aggro. Always love to see that.
SF got the deny mid off of it on the range creep.
Nice.
All about the range creep denies. Grant may not be here, but I'm a big fan as well. It's overall pretty interesting. Leshrick not with the Sand King, but with the Brew. Should still be a fairly strong lane. SF DP mid. Once SF gets some levels, there is kill potential there with the triple raise combo. Afu down bottom is trying to pull waves for his offlaner. Pango, SK, very weak lane. Pango just a weak laner in general, and Troll, Warlock, both pretty damn good laners. Afu actually going to lose the aggro from the creep wave. Well, that put in hard work is for not, at least for now.
Trying to redraw the aggro, but he's not going to get that in time, so this is going to double wave it up. And
Yeah,
that kind of hurts.
So,
Sand King, meanwhile, like he is going to be moving for a very early gank here. Windlace early on.
he's already messed with that creep wave bottom, so we'll see the double wave giving Pango experience and farm. So now he's like, okay, my bottom's done. This is kind of like the old offlane where you're not really laning, you're just trying to mess with the equilibrium.
They end up glyphing the wave and finding Love You, Love Me underneath the tower. Gets hit by the race, but he's in close now. And there's the second one. What's the rotation?
Second one was the Death Prophet level 2 raises now. Could be somewhat of a threat, but needs the mana to use them. Is doing very well in terms of last hit mid.
All the time. This gives a lot of experience away to the Pango, though.
Maid's nice. The troll can get down here. It doesn't look like he's getting too many underneath the tower. See, Warlock now go for pulls to try and bring the wave back to a better place for the troll. Top lane, meanwhile, oh, Monet brought down James and Beyond, teaming up for that one. You pick up all that mana to get it, but well worth it because they've got stick charges, mangoes. Lifesteal is not having a good time. Very Radiant favored laning stage so far.
Oh, Love You, Love Me. Down to very low HP. He's going to have to wait until that courier comes on out to bring this out.
Still another swap, so once they get close, but Salva's here. He's sealed back up. He should have an edge over Super until Super gets more reach himself.
Well, again, the Warlock trying to stay somewhat out of experience range so that way the Troll can get what he needs. And shield crash over the top of some creeps, getting what he can. Flame's still having a very nice time, already level 4. Well, another pull from Afu.
Yeah, this is great. This is how you make Pango work. He's probably one of the few offlaners that just doesn't really duel in very well. He plays the offlane different, almost every other offlaner right now, but of it, he relies on these pulls. Just makes up for his laning, like these small little efficient plays coming out.
Oh, this is nice. They're going to pull it back through so that way they can deny out a wave behind the tower instead. And likewise, Afu gets the full push active.
It's ping. Often you'll see the support just take the wave at this point, but Inflame's going to come back and be the one actually getting the last hits, getting the denies.
Well, mid lane, he talked about it. Bit of a tough time for the Death Prophet, a little behind.
Yeah, it was worth before, but he did enough to bully the SF that it is now starting to become a bit more even. Still need to be pretty careful here. This SF Seem to get some boots that will have some serious kill potential. That said, it looks like Death Prophet has boots drops. We're still struggling to get some farm here. That's a lot of gold to put into range drops early on when you like something like the boots. Do a bit more. Level 5 SF triple raise is not gonna. Range drop is just not gonna enough of that damage to really keep you alive.
And not 40 days, that is for sure. Off blue. Try and contest for these. Looks like the Pango's able to steal some away.
Another creep wave, double creep wave pull. Like,
Yeah.
having a good time. Not fighting the troll. Troll Warlock, you don't want to go anywhere near these two. With very good laners. Troll, classic stats, great laning. Scary moves. Don't want anything to do with that.
Now you see as well that
He does it while winning bounty runes as well.
this is pretty nice.
Quick play from Flame and a bit sloppy from FTD. They shouldn't be letting the troll get away with this.
Pango get away.
Yeah, sorry, Penguin. Yeah.
And it's 2-0 so far, but again, pace of the game feels like it's somewhat favoring LFY, at least as far as Pango getting what he wants. Playing still a little bit of a lead for SF.
Yep. Top lane, pretty even, despite the kills that have happened. Both kills happen there. Coming mid, Zafu, he's going to run into James on the Lesh, and this is like a kill.
There's a lot of damage there as they find him with Spirit Siphon, and James in the pit as before he hits Roshan.
Yeah, it's not in range, but that's pulling into it. Look. Out there.
Meanwhile, bottom, in flame level 5, the troll also level 5. About to get rolling thunder up.
Such a fast level 6 on an offlaner. Crazy. Just because of all those wave pulls, and it's fast because he's also not splitting the experience. Normally you see offlaners split XP nowadays, but you can get away with like a solo offlane. Pretty much what he's done. It feels like you're in a real good place to impact the game.
Yonder here about to hit level 6, but they do have 2 heroes nearby. I don't know if they're going to try and go for something, as Afu is going to make the wraparound. Don't know if Courier spotted him.
He told the courier, but courier did not see him.
I think he's going to be able to get anything with this haste rune as yet. As again, Pango just running around in circles, got himself some creeps.
Yep.
It's fine and dandy. Oh, he did some.
Nope. Alright, the full double creep wave once again. Warlock's just like, what do I do here, guys? Creeps. They're running amok.
Yeah.
Someone needs to call the boss and get them back in order,
Radiant are
because
scanning.
this is very annoying for the troll, who's unable to secure the lane. He's also just, when this happens, sometimes getting his own creeps denied. But that said, it looks like Pango's just using his nukes to nuke them down right now. I like this bottle pickup for Pango. He's got plenty of mana regen. He can just spam his 2 spells, Swashbuckle, Shield Crash, just to clear up waves.
Now, this long wraparound, but the only person they're going to find is Afu, and they brought in 3 for this, basically, so the chase forward for more. They're TPing in the silencer. Afu can burrow strike up to the high ground. They're away, and now the Wave Stealers on top of them. They do still have the split if they want to use it. Rage is out as well. Monet going to jump inside of a creep, possibly. Things get too dicey as they've also found the Death Prophet doing a good bit of damage as they have brought 4 or 5 heroes here, 4 heroes, and burrow strike on the sand.
Oh, Pango got bashed bottom, I think. He was trying to TP in and got bashed. Oh.
So Pango not going to be there for a part of this fight, but still, I guess the Death Prophet coming down hurts.
Yeah, that's still pretty good for FTD. They managed to kind of get away. Like, the Sand King burrow strikes to the high ground, and I feel like at that point they should just be able to fully disengage and not get caught. But they went in on a Brewmaster who they just can't kill. Like, Brewmaster's not going to die. He's always going to get his ultimate off there, and it's a bit of a missed call from LFY to go for that kill. And as a result, Super kind of pays the price. He goes down. I think in his head he wasn't going to die there, but it's the SF raise damage that he just didn't take into consideration.
Maybe again thinking about Pango getting into that fight also, and since he got bashed, causes some issues as well. Got arcane boots.
The FTD cores continue to do well. It's only about a 1k gold lead, but the cores of FTD are pretty significantly ahead. 1,000 net worth advantage to the Troll over the Lifestealer, the mid lane, the SF, has a similar lead over the Death Prophet. It's only the offlaners who are even. So this is a 2,000 gold difference on the cores right now.
They will find another pick off here onto Raji. Save that burrow strike until They knew they could find the kill before he was able to TP out. Yeah, Pango just running away.
Girls just gonna try and bully him anytime he does come to lane with the sustain from the Morbid Mask. He can kind of afford to do this.
Exorcism. LFY in the top lane. This is what Super does. Use these big pushing ultimates off cooldown.
Yeah, he doesn't care about the cooldown too much. He's not too worried about his team getting punished when they're down. They just adjust their playstyle whenever they use them. Will they get this on tower though? Hero's coming up here to defend.
Raji only level 3. Very hard to defend this one.
I'd like to stay back off before he gets down to deny range. He could have stayed a bit longer. Exorcism still have a bit of time left on it, but if he gets down to deny range, it's not worth it because the deny takes away full gold for it.
Oh no, the Troll Warlord. The Rolling Thunder is coming out. They got him caught. Bounces off that cliff. And with that, it's going to be a dead Troll Warlord.
And bounty rooms too. Perfectly played by LFY. On the ultra on the map kills the Death Prophet with the help of James. Super not being the best time as he's died twice this game.
Has definitely been the focal point that FTD have tried to pick out as their choice target. But likewise, you do still have these other cores that are at least getting something for themselves as DP is marginally ahead of the Sand King. That's not what you like to see.
Yeah, this Pango's owning actually. He is having such a good time. He's doing so much, pushing the tower. He's level 9. This is the dream Pango game. He always has his first Javelin up. You don't often still see the Javelin build a whole lot, but still good as far as your damage output goes.
Mid lane, the call now from FTD. They bring in Troll Warlord. We're going to try and push that out.
Got this brew. They're going to could force his ultimate bottom.
He actually doesn't have the mana. He used his 6 after the call, and he is stuck here in trouble.
They global to stop what they think might be a primal split there. Could have perhaps, if his magic sig was still on cooldown, perhaps something that Dire team didn't really consider because they wanted to make sure they actually killed there. Since it is through a tower, definitely worth using the ultimate to secure tier 1 tower there, make sure it doesn't get denied, make sure that there's no potential for other heroes to rotate in. LFY stabilize this game a little further.
And I like this again from Super. You know, he dies multiple times in lane, but now it's the rest of his team that can head out and try and make stuff happen around the map while he's playing a little bit of catch-up mode in between his ultimates. So they use Exorcism. When Exorcism is down, the other 4 go and make something happen, and then they can play again afterwards.
Yep. Yeah, now with the backup, see if they look to make any moves. Maybe a little turned off because of the Global Silence cooldown, but perhaps not. The lifesteal's about to get outlet out.
That damage that came out onto James.
Javelin doesn't get enough hits off to get another draw. Is pretty damn scary at this point. Blink Dagger queued up next. Sink gets the one casual Javelin. Just feels like for the most part we're seeing much more heavy sustain builds coming out from Pengos, like the Blink Dagger with Vanguards, the Hoods, the Pipes, getting these team items. But this, even just one Javelin gives you such a boost in your Washbuck damage output.
You love me. He runs into a little bit of a problem here as find him with the shield craft. Already used one of the raises. They do still have Pango ulti, and it looks like they thought about it.
Not yet. The Heart Piercer proc. That slow, perhaps Sand King would have been able to get in range for the stun. Not the case, and SF had drums, who's able to boost himself away from Sand King stun. Level 4 only on Sand King. After 13 minutes, he's really struggling here. I believe the experience tone went the way of Yao's Silencer, who is level 7. Definitely doesn't feel like it was eaten by Yao. By Afu, sorry. And yeah, to some more levels. Not really the epicenter he needs, just the higher levels in the burst, the extra pass range.
You see here as well, though, that it's FTD that won't take advantage of this moment without a ton of levels on him to disrupt the... They do have a blink on through, which they're going to use now. Also do have split if they wanted to use it. But running into just that silencer, not the biggest pick-off in the world. They sort of rock. They want to drop the Jack offering down.
Yeah, they're going to get that pick off and then try and just take another fight or tower. Another fight. Make their presence on this bottom lane. Ward is going to scout these teams in, so Sand King, his presence is no one down here.
Know about the lifestealer, though, who's hiding behind the creep wave, and he can run in here if he wants to.
They're going to see a run coming. The second you see that second TP, you don't feel good about this.
Global? Super? TP in?
Oh, just for a A global silent TP escape.
Played 6-4, 14 minutes in. And of course, again, it's LFY that are a little bit behind FTD here in this Shadow Fiend, who's kind of been dominant in the early
Go
stages.
Rune. I think Low should be okay
My
here though.
reflection.
See, this Rune got the passive proc on the Brew as well. That's going to scare him off. I think FTD are going to shrine up. Pretty even game still. Not that same looming insane team fight on the LFY side that says, oh, you know, it's an even game, but it feels like they're going to eventually win as much. This time around, I feel like FTD scale a lot better than they did last game.
Nice bro strike from Afu, but I think it is still going curtains for the Sand King.
Style points, but only still Vita's Maker. As Infest gank coming in from an Invis Pango. It's troll. Okay.
They got him caught right at the start. There's going to be the stun to open it. The second one, this is the perfect area right here to find it.
Yep. Absolutely beautiful gank there. He had the Invis from bottom lane and he just, you know, to the lifestealer, gets the infest. Didn't just about to farm, and I think if you're FTD, you're thinking, oh, he is because he had to escape. You're not thinking he's still in. Is that duration on Invis lasts such a long time?
Radiant's top
Still
tower
able to get that
under
kill for his
attack.
team.
Tower has fallen.
One's feeling pretty good to get involved, because it's been pretty quiet so far for him. He doesn't really have that great vehicle until Sanking gets a Blink Dagger. Pango's like pretty good, but not amazing.
Dire's bottom tower
I guess at
is
the
under
end of the day,
attack.
you're still looking at these couple of offs and maybe LFY making the right plays whenever they can, but it still is a very farmed Shadow Fiend and a very farmed Troll. If they get into these BKBs at a decent timing, it does feel like LFY are going to have problems.
Yeah, and Dire's lineup doesn't deal amazingly well with BKBs. Both Pango and Sand King are going to start to struggle to utilize their spells in fights. You've got Exorcism, which is pretty good if your Death Prophet has survivability and good farm. But right now, Death Prophet's pretty poor, so you can't really run in against BKBs with Exorcism because you're just going to get bursted down either by Raided or by right-click damage from a Troll.
Uh-oh, James.
He's on.
The dodge does get hit by the shield crash as well, though, and oh, misses.
That probably would have killed him. The Javelin procs, seeing how many he got there. I think even just with one Javelin proc, that likely would have been damage. Still juke. But yeah, I kind of worry for this Death Prophet because once Troll SF have BKBs, he just feels like she's gonna melt in these fights without items. Like you need a Yule, some armor items as well. Shiva's Guard this game feels very needed because of all the physical damage. I still should be able to do okay though against these BKBs. The problem is, similar to the Death Prophet, he's going to need some armor as well. He's pretty squishy against the physical damage, and Troll is much a direct counter to him, particularly the physical damage build.
They are going to move out now, and 4 heroes smoke together. They do have Chaotic Offering available, and they're going to run into this big group of them. They need to be so careful walking forward here, but they're going to be immediately. There's the jump forward. That's a global coming out, as well as the epicenter is on it too. If they kick off this Shadow Fiend right at the start, he is in a ton of trouble. Does he die? Yes, indeed he do. As Roger is also going to go down here. That should have been better, but the global just interrupted it beautifully, and now chasing down for more Troll, and Lusher just need to run away. The infested side of the Hellbear Smasher chase as well, and Shield Crash gets the finish.
Sanky gets back to safety with the Burst. Like, they're just cleaning up here. Monet's another rage. He doesn't have his armor on Monet. Not needed. They've got the Rolling Thunder. Is Pango going to help clean up? Great start to the fight. The Sand King Silencer duo. I mean, we talked about a lot of these Silencer partners in the last pick, but they already had one with their first pick. Just having a Sand King, if he gets a 2-hero bar strike, you global silence, that's a guaranteed epicenter coming out. And SF doesn't have his BKB yet. That's where that smoke was very risky. I think they were just hoping for a pick-off, perhaps the Life Stealer, because even if they find him, they can stop the Rage TP with a rock. But finding multiple heroes was not good for them when they don't have BKB yet.
He did not hit a spell that entire time there, because the global just, obviously completely destroys them. And I think we were anticipating that, they just weren't going to go for any type of fight. Now they find Raji again. They're going to look for more as well afterwards, but it's like they will take the Warlock off happily. And Warlock ultimate down. Can't you just keep pushing for more here?
T1 Tower, possibly Brewmaster Split is on cooldown as well. Flame, Pango. By Yule Scepter stun. Could be okay.
Oh, very scary. There's going to be the ball and TP. How many times have you seen it?
Yeah, it was close in the end. The SF raid, but does manage to escape. And yeah, they're going to push down this bottom lane, but it doesn't look like they should be able to get any towers or anything. Death Prophet out of mana. Instead, we're going to see
Dire's top
Zilla
tower is
taking
under
over Black Dragon to get farm going.
Radiant's
He's
bottom
thinking about
tower
Radiance
is under
this
attack.
game. I mean, he has the Deso queued up, but
He bought something, right? Oh no, he's got
Radiant
2.5k
are scanning.
gold. Yeah, I feel like he is. This is one of those games where it's kind of borderline which is better. I feel like a lot of games it's pretty obvious what build you want to go for. This one, the Radiance is good against the Troll, but against the SF and against the BKBs, the Desolator feels a lot better. The main thing with the Deso build is you're well and truly a glass cannon. Like you're gonna, if you go into a bad fight, even with a rage, you're gonna die so fast. Until you get like AC, you just have no armor. Whereas the Radiance build, you have like this item that also has defensive capabilities.
and you can hop in Ancient Black Dragon and just run around the map.
Yep. I think they can deal with the Ancient pretty well since it's got the right click of SF Troll, but it's going to be, at least for the mid-game, a pretty strong way to play around with the Radiance.
There's the BKB coming out right now for the Shadow Fiend, and he's going to go straight into Butterfly afterwards.
All in right-click damage, just going for this ranged build where he doesn't want to get too close and personal with either Death Prophet or Lifestealer. Fly sounds just fine this game.
Crazy how well Afu has been able to come back in this game. Like, normally I think about him doing a lot with a decent amount of farm, but this one, I mean, he was level 2 how late into the game and, you know, just pulling creep waves for his offlaner. He's had a hell of a game.
Sunny's almost par with some of these other 4 and 3 positions in the game. Halfway to his 4 stuff. Where to next for the two teams? Feels like LFY haven't gotten ultra value out of their exorcism like they normally do. They haven't been as proactive pushing down towers like they are in a lot of these games. Death Prophet now with Solar Crest, so has extra little bit of evasion. Gonna be pretty nice against the S Troll duo.
I feel like FTD after that one flub fighter sort of waiting for those BKBs and do them online for the SF. I don't know if you want to go into this though. It looks like this brew is already dead. But with him going down, the global to follow, they do still have that BKB on SF. They're waiting to the side with Warlock.
They're gonna try and take this fight. I think with the Bruce down, this doesn't feel good. Exorcism can be cast from Super. He's the guy you gotta burst. Now look to go in though.
As his Yule Scepter ready, Monet being chased out as well, and running away. They should be okay. They have a DD rune here as well. About turning. Burrow Strike. Blink.
Hope your teammates get out of there. Don't try and force the fight. They took the DD, so that's going to make Roche a little bit harder, but FTD's still going to try and force this Roche. With Global Silence down, they feel confident they can do this, and still they're potentially right in thinking so. Rolling Thunder is even still on cooldown.
Don't have that much longer. Monet walking forward, starting to get him. They have the silence immediately. Drop it down so quickly. It's done.
Just got like shredded apart. I feel like that she shouldn't die that fast, but the physical damage with a DD rune, I think a Heart Pisser also
Yeah, that must have been it. A little bit of luck and a little bit of skill. As Shadow Fiend gets the rune, he's going to take out his vengeance on these Ancients, and now they're in the position where they're potentially going to lose Roche. But they two bump back on the master. He's going to try and get into here, but he doesn't have his TP, which right now is all down, so he can't get out there in time. Love you, love, drop in low. Can he get out of there? As they manage to get the Aegis and get away.
Yeah, just getting away here, losing the Asanking would be fantastic, as Flame was in the Rolling Thunder, so he didn't really take any damage from the SF Requiem. SF Requiem's only really kills Asanking with his ultimate, and the BKB usage.
All right. Exorcism is down, though. Can they push this?
Possibly. It's a tier tower, you take it, of course. It's going to be a nice little bit of boost in gold. But LFY may want to still defend this one. Life still on the front lines with Armlet. Deso did commit for the Deso build to the AC, and he's going to have this AC incredibly fast. He's got this like small period where he can dish out a lot of damage, but it's very squishy. But once he gets AC, he's got a lot easier for him in these fights, and not as afraid of these BKB right-click damage deals on the Radiant side.
And I don't know if LFY just knew that the TP was down on Brewmaster. Felt like it was a little bit of a bluff, trying to get them to go out of the Roche pit. with that BKB, or back on him rather. Again, LFY 4,000 net worth lead after being behind for a little while.
Yeah, they're kind of outplaying FTD, I feel, this game in a lot of ways. Just picking their fights better, having these really clutch plays from Afu on the Sand King. The one really nice initiation where he had the Global Silence to back him up, whereas FTD just trying to rush things a bit too much. They're not playing around their BKBs very well. The Brewmaster getting blown out there before using Split is kind of a prime example of how LFY are just playing these fights better. Because they're using their spells in kind of ideal ways and shutting down FTD's ability to make plays.
Well, as mentioned earlier, there's just going to be a jump forward and a dead Warlock. It does feel like taking this Brewmaster that early in the trap, first pick overall, has been punished quite heavily. The silences that came out there onto him, it just, I mean, it's having such a hard time getting his ulti off.
They have a lot of faith in Beyond's Brew. The hero can always work even against these silences with a BKB build, but it just takes that a little bit longer to get the BKB up. And those mid-game fights before BKB just feel very tricky to play, and that's exactly what we've seen this game. Brewmaster, he's 5-4-3, definitely has done overall, I'd say, pretty well. As far as his team goes, it's been the highest impact of his core heroes, so see if he can get this BKB so that he can fight into these silences a little bit better.
And you see this right now, LFY taking down the outer towers without even having to pop Exorcism.
Yeah.
And they still have Aegis.
And though, that sounds a little bit trickier, even with the Aegis on hand. They're backing off. Feels like they should just keep on farming a little bit longer. This first Roshan never really feels like the game breaker where, oh, we've got Aegis, you know, we've taken the tier 2 tower, let's go high ground. It's in this place where 25 to 30 minutes in the game, you're just not often strong enough to break high ground because the defenders have such a big advantage. Brewmaster.
He just blinked into this too. They find him immediately and he is going to drop.
They waited for super silence. I like that. Afu didn't rush things.
Now James gets caught out. The Yule Scepter there from Pango, and he's caught James as well. This is completely falling apart for the Dream. Their dreams of TI8 might be in the dust if they cannot pull it together soon.
Yeah, Flames being very impressive on Pango. I love the item build. Going back for the Blink Dagger, the Yules, and the mech now as well.
Roll just trying to get away. Does look like he's going to be able to escape. Has a Blink Dagger bought. Jump on top of these heroes right at the start of a fight.
This is just why this just feels like every troll game I'd be seeing, even without Battle Fury build. He went this build that I prefer to see, but he's just been a zero impact. He's 0-2-1. His hero damage is probably like 3,000 or 4,000 right now. He's hit creeps. He's farmed well. He's up there, equal net worth. Pengo, Lifestealer, Death Prophet, under his SF, who's his teammate. A hero with 12k net worth should be able to do more. Should be able to guaranteed like get kills, make plays. All this troll has done is like push some towers, which is something. That's something like any carry can do these days. And you're not offering any kill potential. You're just not scary in these fights. And that to me is where I just feel like troll is no longer a really very viable carry in this current meta. This doesn't have a good enough toolkit.
And even the Roche pit fight, like even the Roche trying to sneak it and get it really quickly, it wasn't that quick. That's the other issue that it comes up there as well, is that you can't secure the team fight around Roche even if you can take Roche quickly.
Yeah, he's kind of a slightly better version of Ursa still, where he's got this really like unique ability to take Roshan and even solo Roche, but he just doesn't offer enough.
Oh no! They find him immediately. Quick jump in, done, and that was without any vision there at all.
Yeah, except popping a BKB and still dying right away. That feels even worse for him. FTD are just crumbling right now.
And on the other side, LFY playing things cool, calm, and collected, very safe. 9-16, pushing out the lanes. If they want to, they can try and go for another push up here on high ground. They don't have anything to be worried about really at all. What's the team fight?
Yeah, they're just popping Exorcism, then going to right away, perhaps waiting for their next creep wave. Back protection is there. Flame trying to be on there on the Bruma, so that would have been really annoying for he got scattered because it would not have been able to TP back. You're going to use this Exorcism. They feel like it's just not a good time to go high ground. It's this first Aegis where you don't get enough out of it, it expires, and now you're like, well, we don't have Aegis, do we really want to commit to a high ground push? how do we like let our opponents get back into this game and lose this game? And it does feel like the easiest way that happens is by a failed high ground push. So better safe than sorry, say LFY, who will back off, find their next couple of items, and wait for Roche. Cheese on a Death Prophet's one of the two heroes that uses Cheese very well. And these Death Prophet lineups with second Roche is kind of, that's when they're ready to go high ground.
You push out the creep wave here, the mid lane, and root up in the middle is the rest of LFY. Preparing to defend. They need to be a little bit careful. Pango's not with them, but the quick fingers there from Afu.
Pango's almost hit his next item, the Maelstrom. He's about to hit level 20. Give him another talent to play around.
Precious bounty.
Very impressive, the Pango performance we've seen from this guy. I have never seen him play it before, but looks very, very solid.
Buys a gem for the team. Like, I feel like too many teams make their 5 positions buy these gems, and yeah, Silencer could theoretically find enough money for it, but Pango has plenty more money to spare, and will make sure that they can get this map control. I know this next Roche is going to be their kind of key timing, so they want to set up for it, which is going to involve getting down good vision and denying the enemy from having any vision around that area. They don't care if FTD have some super defensive wards around their base, but don't give them vision around Roche.
You and me were having a conversation with Brian the other day about sort of the way that sometimes teams will sack somebody and then let them catch up later by making space. It feels like that was Super this game, who, you know, was struggling like crazy early on in the game against the SF, and now you see him, he's still not at the top, but he's got what he needs. He's got his plate mail, got his heals, got a BKB, he's happy.
Yeah, has those armor items. I kind of forgot about the Solar Crit, which is always fantastic, a bit more cost-effective than the Shiver Sky, which is a bigger item to farm, so feeling very hard to deal with. And now that he's got the plate mail, he's got even more armor to play around.
Comes out from Silencer. They are here, is what he says. Zafu spots out one, and oh, the force staff forward aggressively. Love you, love me, walking forward. The BKB is out. Nexus is there as well as they drop the rock. It's
That's
only
a wasted
on
rock, though.
one.
They just disengage. Super did pop his BKB though. As did SF. Both teams kind of using BKBs here, and definitely FY are gonna feel a little bit stronger right now, but not much time left on Exorcism.
Go moving forward as well. They try and find the 12 Warlords. They do spot him out now. Burrow strike. He's away from the rest of his team. It's hard to get in here and try and defend this guy as they're still chasing him down. He pops his BKB, starts to run. Back with his team as Super has been isolated, but there's going to be the global that comes out immediately. And I mean, the Burrow strike with the epicenter catches out two. They're in some trouble. Can they run these heroes down? The ball of death goes forward, and Inflame takes him down. Double kill for Monet.
They just baited out those BKBs so damn well. LFY just absolute precision with the way they kited the BKBs, forced FTD to kind of split up. They go on the troll. They know he has the BKB just to get in. Once all those BKBs are used, they just re-engage with the global silence. You don't have any way out of it. It guarantees that SK gets 10% off, and that was even with Death Prophet kind of using the exorcism not in the team fight. It didn't matter.
Yeah. Well, and now you see as well, we've still got 20 seconds or so until the BKBs are back off cooldown from the rest of the Radiant. But force that forward again, able to make that play, and that forces the troll position. Afu! Give this man a chance.
Yeah. These force stops have been fantastic to watch. First on the SF to force his BKB at the start of that last fight, and now here to get another kill on a troll. Troll buyback feels awful if he has to use it to defend. He will do it, but that's going to ruin his economy. He needs to get kills to make this worthwhile.
Oh, Monet, mad as hell, just turning around onto this. They're trying to take down this DP. Can't you get the Eagle Scepter off the 4-step again? It came up cool, but Afu uses defensively, aggressively. It doesn't matter. So they try and run away from this. Are they even going to lose the hero?
Oh, it doesn't look like it right now. Can't super get away, though.
The chase, it's coming. There's the Urn, the turnaround. The BKB is there after the fact, but the Eagle Scepter is already...
Yeah, I don't think Troll wants to fight. He's got no BKB. Same for the SF. They could perhaps turn and fight. No Rolling Thunder for a little while, so I don't really feel fully confident enough to do so. And Sanky's not here. That's their key lockdown and disable.
God, Inflame's crazy. He jumps in the Blink shield crash.
Yeah, Inflame always wants to rumble. He's ready to go. May not have his ultimate, but he wants to fight.
Again, even when this is happening, the sort of cherry on top that would naturally be nice would be that FTD would be pushing out lane, but Afu's there to deal with it.
Are under attack.
Afu may just want to... If the team want to keep on fighting, Afu needs to head down there. And it feels like
though.
Inflame really wants to go.
They lose the range barracks in the base, and there's creep waves. They got to deal with this.
They were so dead set on finding those kills, and I don't blame them because Troll buys back. When Troll buys back, you have to get some kills to make it justified, but unfortunately they couldn't. They're trying to get into the Roshan pit. No bash coming out from onto the Troll.
And the 4-step away, and now the ball, again, it's chasing them. A little bit off the mark there. Goes up to the high ground. Still going forward after the Troll Warlord as they try and run away. The Warlock Golem on to 3. Is the follow-up going to be there, though? The range immediately comes out. And also here in the exorcism off on the side. They're going to be able to force back the rest of FTD. They do have
good people from
going.
the high ground, making this very hard for them to chase.
You will Scepter lift up there.
People, I think, saves that fight for FTD. That could have gone so much worse for them.
Throw strike again onto Warlock, and there's the open wounds. He is going to die in an instant. Buys back immediately as got Inflame. Chase forward. They've got the Bruce bit of cooldown yet again. And Elefine now trying to run away.
Silence epicenter combo though.
They could turn this back around if they want, waiting for their moment. They need to be so careful. The BKBs are off cooldown as well.
They're waiting for SF to and Troll to use their BKBs. They don't want to go in until those have been committed.
Jump forward. There's going to be the blink immediately there. They catch the silencer. 4-step global off, trying to run away now. He manages to escape another one of the 4-step plays. Afu catches himself in the roll. Same time as the Eagle Center, a little bit off the mark. Requiem comes out as well, trying to take down Super. And here comes the stun yet again. They find themselves one. Can he blink over to the side and find the Troll Warlord as well? It looks like it might almost not even matter.
ESF with the blink.
Getting him another jump forward. Taking down this SF Burrow strike on it too. They find him again. Beyond is beyond dead. And this game looks over as LFY are most likely going to be playing in the finals against IG. Go for tier 4s.
They're styling on him. The guy looks like I saw Panko. He is playing it so incredibly well, using all his spells to maximum efficiency, hitting the blink rolling thunder plays as well. And they're going for the throw. There's only a left turn buyback left. You're going to get back in the game, mate. He's going to buy back, and it may just be too little too late.
The Shadow Fiend has a buyback as well. Their BKBs are still on cooldown. Can they take down any of these heroes? They want to take Afu for frag, but it's not happening. And love you, love me. This is going to be the ancient going down, and LFY got a date with Destiny again in IG.
Wow. Goodbye, FTD, finishing first in the group. It is LFY.